got a bit of a crisis at the moment. So the roof is well on its way to being rebuilt. I'm just leaving the safari park now on the way to the bush house, but before I get there I need to go pick up some supplies at the shop. I need some varnish and some sandpaper for the poles on the roof. And yeah, it's 8:30, so it's a little bit later than I wanted to leave this morning because I had some work that I needed to catch up on. You know, that real world kind of stuff. So I had to get that done, but I'm on my way now. So I just got here to the bush house, and the plan today is to remove tiles, number one. So look in the main bedroom through this window. I'm going to try get most of those removed, and then we need to remove the geyser or hot water boiler, depending on which country you are and what you like to call it. In South Africa we call them geysers. So that is just over there. And you can see it's been hung by just these two poles and a few pieces of ply that are holding that up, so that needs to come down. We have to disconnect the water to get that down, and the problem with that is that this is where you turn the mains off for the water, and it's a bit rusted, so we're just waiting for some tools to be able to turn that off, and then we can bring the geyser down. And then I'm just coming around the side of the house here, and you'll see on this wall here is this aircon unit, and closely you can see it's actually still in very good condition, so we want to take it off, preserve it, and yeah, make sure it doesn't get hit by flying pieces of concrete. You can see all over here, a loose pole or anything like that, so we just want to take it down, take it out, put it somewhere safe so that we can use it again in the future.
Work on rebuilding the roof continued while I worked with James, another local contractor, on other projects around the house.
It's starting to heat up here in Palapora, and if you know this town, you know that it can get extremely hot. And right now, with a little bit of cloud that's around, it's actually becoming quite muggy, which is a little bit uncomfortable, but doesn't matter. I'm still in the same clothes that I worked in yesterday because I wasn't going to get a new set of clothes dirty, so don't mind sweating and doing some hard work today. So we tried to remove the aircon and ran into a bit of a problem. You see, when you remove an aircon, there's behind these two little caps, there's a little valve, and you want to close that valve so that you don't lose the gas in the aircon when you remove it. The problem is that valve needs an Allen key to close, and we don't have an Allen key, so I can't take it off now. It's a little bit tight, and yeah, so we don't have an Allen key, so we're going to try find one. Might only get it by Monday, and then we can remove the aircon on Monday. For now though, we can remove the geyser, but before we do that, we have to try shut off the water mains where the little valve of the water mains has broken, so we can't shut off the water mains. So we're going to have to figure out a plan to shut off the water, and then we can drain the geyser and remove it.
Let me see what you see. I just wanna understand what you see in me. And 4, 5, 6, am I complicating it? How could anybody love someone so damaged? And we don't always add up, but somehow we're always enough.
Cool, so what we're going to do here is, you can see up there's the geyser, and we're just going to shut off the water before the geyser so that it doesn't refill, and then drain the geyser for now until we can figure out the situation here. Let me go here, I can show you. There's the little tap to switch off the mains, and unfortunately, let me see if I can get in here. It's just not doing anything. It's not shutting anything off. So we're going to have to dig a hole over here, find the pipe of incoming water, and block it off.
We installed a tap before the geyser, which allowed us to shut off the mains water coming in and stop it from flowing into the geyser.
We've got a bit of a crisis at the moment. One of the pipes up at the geyser, or hot water boiler, it got damaged and it's leaking, it's spraying water. So we're trying to get, that little building down there is the main water supply, and we're trying to turn it off so that we can hopefully repair that pipe and stop the leak before we take the geyser down. Oh, you got it now?
Yeah, we can open.
Oh, that was quick.
Yes.
Well done.
The geyser was full of water and extremely heavy. We were going to need to get very creative in how we would drain it so that it could be lifted down.
Are you not gonna remove?
Yeah, I'm going to remove. I just don't want to fall. Is it too heavy or?
There is a lot of. Yes.
We can just drain it here. Yeah, but this is all going to get rid of it.
Yeah. I'm gonna open it. There's a valve.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Let the water fall on the ceiling here.
Oh, okay, let me open it. It's warm. Warm. That maybe it's the sun inside.
Yeah. I think so, because I don't think the geyser was on.
No, it's not. It wasn't.
We drained all the water that was in the geyser through the ceiling that was below it. The ceiling is going to be removed, so any damage to it did not really matter. Then it was time to lift the geyser off the roof. Again, we had to get creative to get it down.
In there,
Yeah.
you can put a stopcock somewhere here. So I'm afraid here, I would put it here, but I'm afraid it won't turn. It won't turn against the wall.
Does that mains pipe turn up, or does it go under the house as well?
No, it turns up.
Turns up.
Yeah,
Okay.
It turns up. There's a
So we can just stop the water. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Somewhere here, there's a space here for that to turn.
Okay.
Here, it's against the wall. It won't turn.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Then we don't actually even have to open that up there,
Yes.
and we can have our mains
Yeah.
valve
Yeah.
over
just
here.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
a stopcock
Yeah.
like that.
Okay. The roof is well on its way to being rebuilt. Check here. That whole section is done, and then the new king pole as well has been hoisted. finally starting to chip out some tiles. We've had a lot of different things come up that we've needed to sort out today. It's already past 2, so I'm not going to have too much time, but I've gone into the other room that I chipped yesterday, so the opposite room, and just checked how difficult it's going to be, and the tile adhesive is extremely thick. Got my glasses on so that I don't get little chips into my eyes, but I want to see how far that I can get here while I am still on the estate, because tomorrow morning I head into the Kruger. I've basically run out of time here. It's late on Friday afternoon. Feeling pretty tired. It's one of those days where you did a lot, but it doesn't feel like you did a lot. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to. But yeah, still happy with the progress. We can see we've got the king pole up there. All the poles on the roof that side are done. They're going to come tomorrow to continue on here. You can see they've put the scaffold in here to continue the roof this side. And then, yeah, the full structure should be completed by Monday. At least the outer structure. They've still got to put the lats on as well. We got quite a few tiles removed from this bedroom. I only had about half an hour to remove the tiles. But the good news is that if you look closely, the tile adhesive, or the dugger as it's called here, is actually a very thin layer on top of the concrete. So it's going to be quite easy to remove, and the tiles themselves come loose quite easily. I've got a tiny little chisel, you can see that I've been using. This is the only size chisel I could find. Next time I'll come with a bigger one. And yeah, I've been able to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles in half an hour, plus some of the skirting as well. So there's the leftovers. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. I do have some guys that are going to come in and help me with demolition, because if I were to do it myself, I'd be here all week, and I don't have all week, unfortunately. I think I could easily live here and work on this full time, but that's just not a possibility. So yeah, happy to have some other guys come in and help. And yeah, we also got the geyser removed, as you would have seen. That has come down. Had a nice bit of water running into the bathroom, and we still haven't got a full solution yet for what we're going to do about this. But yeah, we'll figure that one out when we need to. Right now we're okay on the water situation. We've just able to close all the taps. When the toilets and basins and stuff come out, we are going to have to get that closed. So let's just have a look in here quickly. You can see a whole bunch of water combined with hay and, well, thatch rather. There's still water leaking. Is that the bath that's leaking? Oh yeah. Close that. Bath was on. Not good. But yeah, everything has, it's filthy in here, but we're going to remove this whole ceiling. We don't need the ceiling, so that's why we made holes so that the water could run through. And there's a little bit of demo that I did the other day. But yeah, everything's looking good. I am not going to be here tomorrow. The guys will be here. I will be back on Monday to continue in the areas where I can help out. Unfortunately, it's takeaways for dinner almost every night. There's a conveniently located KFC just close to where I'm staying, and yeah, it's bad because just before I left I was in a great routine. I was eating healthily, I was exercising every day, and here I am sick and eating takeaways every night. But yeah, there's nowhere really to cook inside the tent, and